Okay, so there's going to be a blue line that runs all the way down the face of this warehouse. A light faded blue line, just like the prototype was, the earlier paint job back prior to around 2010, before it was repainted. That's what I'm going to do. This is 1.5 inch tape. That's going to be the width of the blue line. It's close enough. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this as my guide, and I'm going to run a strip along here and a strip along here, and then I'm going to peel this tape up and paint this blue, and then I'll seal it, and then I'll mask it over again with another 1.5 inches, and then put the final coat of white on, and then peel this off, and she'll be done. And I'll fade the blue down somewhat. So that's how I'm going to do that. Okay. Okay, so you can see it's masked off. And what did I do? I pulled the center tape that was 1.5 inches, right? That's going to be my blue line. Straight all the way down the warehouse. A faded blue line, like on the earlier prototype warehouse. But before I do paint that blue, I'm going to clear coat it with this acrylic matte varnish by Vallejo 28.531. I really like this stuff. It's the next best thing to Tester's dull coat as an acrylic, so I really like it. So I'll just spray this all down just to seal these edges so I don't get any bleed of the blue up onto the white. Take it from there. Okay, so that wraps up the big warehouse. In fact, what that does is it wraps up the whole 10-foot wall. You got the brewery, the baby warehouse, and the big warehouse, all built up and painted. And for those of you that are just coming to the channel, if you go to videos and scroll back chronologically, there's loads of content on how I build all of them. You can choose whatever material you want, the method you want. I only share how I do it. And I think that this whole wall here is really not that hard to pull this off. Like they're just building flats. They're an inch, 2 inches deep, set on just a little bit of an angle that just helps the composition. It really does, and helps get away from that symmetrical feel. The colors are really very simple. I describe how I do it. It's not complicated. It's not a black art. There's no secret really. It's just applying yourself, trying stuff, and not being afraid to make mistakes. I make mistakes all the time. In fact, I think I leave some of them in, right? So I've been doing this a long time, like a lot of people, and you're always going to make mistakes. It's just part of the game. But boy, can you ever have fun. And you don't need a lot of space to have a nice little layout to display your collection on. Whether they're 6-axle locomotives, 4-axle, steam, diesel, whatever, right? So I hope that you enjoyed that. River Road is only just beginning, really. This is section 1. The next series is going to be the barge slip. Finally, yay, right? Like almost a 1-year kind of anniversary since I started the layout from scratch. Accent steel, I'll mention in an update, there was nothing to it. It was just a box, and I took it outside with Tamiya lacquer. Yeah, that's right, a lacquer, but out of a spray bomb, and I sprayed it deck tan. That's it. And I didn't do really anything else to it, maybe dusted it a bit, and I need to weather the roof, but I'll show you that in the next update. But right now I'm working on the barge slip now. I'm painting that, the deck, and I'm covering all of it. And there's the railings. I want to show how I build the railings, the sort of makeshift jig. And then the kiosks I haven't built yet, but I'm going to be painting and building sort of in between with a few tips, few scenery tips like along the way. So the next chapter is going to be really exciting. I have a lot of on how to build those big majestic old growth trees that I do. A few airbrush tips here. It's just going to continue on as it always has. So I want to thank every one of you for your support. There's people that have donated gifts, and I really appreciate that. I'll try to mention your name, but usually what I'll do is I'll pin you in the comments below. Thank you for all those that just even view the channel. You have the freedom to subscribe whether you want to or not. Thank you to all the old original subscribers that have been faithful and supported Boomer Dioramas from the very beginning since Glover Road. Thank you for all those that have come through midterm and they're in support of the channel. Thank you to the NMRA, to Facebook. Please forgive me if I forget the other platforms, but I know there's a lot of people out there that watch this channel and they promote it and support me. And I only want to share what I know to you so that you might glean greater enjoyment from the hobby as I do. Okay, so thank you very much. We'll see you soon on the next one, and happy modeling. Cheers.